So most of the people, like 90% from this classroom, know me, know about me, like what I'm like, how much of experience I have, and what skills I have, and all. Just to give you some confidence. Okay, what technologies I'm working on, how much experience I have in training and other, so that helps you to gain more confidence on your trainer to ask more questions or learn more. Okay? So I have like 13 years of experience. Only from day one, I'm working on vSphere, okay, VMware vSphere product. Okay, so just 2 months short, it's 13 years, and around 12 years, maybe more than 12 years, but let's say 12 years of training experience from vSphere. Okay, so for last 12 years, I'm giving training, continuous training on vSphere only. So like there was no even gap. Only I just took some personal gap. Okay, so it was continuous. Okay, so if you see on vSphere only. Okay, so various versions of vSphere we started, and with main thing is compared to others, I say like the difference is like live labs. We do have physical servers in our lab. We explain the things, perform the live lab activities in the real time, and if there is any problem, we will troubleshoot on the live. Okay, so that you can also practice live instead of just showing any screenshots. So live lab experience will gain you more hands-on experience. So that's how if you see most of our students from last this many years have no performance issues even after they getting job. 95% I don't have any complaints about performance issues. Because of performance issues, no one has lost any jobs. There will be some 1 to 2 cases where their performance will be very less. They will be neglecting. Okay. So I will be giving a very theoretical information about each topic and will perform explanation. Will perform the live lab once. Okay. Then I'll give you the documentation about that specific task, and then give you lab task as well. Okay. Lab task that so that you can also have hands-on practice and also interview questions finally about that particular topic. So every topic is designed like that so that you get full knowledge, theoretical knowledge, hands-on experience, and also interview point of view. That is main goal for us right now. Everybody might be looking for a job change or a new opportunity. Okay, so that's how I planned it so that you can complete knowledge you can get about every topic which is needed for your day-to-day work and also interview point of view. Okay. Clear? Okay. So until now, if you see, it was like a vSphere only I was handling, and recently we have changed the model. Like if you see, VVF, vSphere Foundation. Okay, so it's not like vSphere only now, it will be vSphere Foundation. So after Broadcom acquired, VMware has changed their products into two categories, vSphere Foundation and VMware Cloud Foundation, two products. Okay. So the trainings also accordingly I have also modified, because people, when customers are buying product from Broadcom, they will be expecting the knowledge from this kind of products what they have purchased. If someone purchased vSphere Foundation, then during interview people will ask for vSphere Foundation. If they have purchased vCloud Foundation, they will ask for vCloud Foundation experience. Okay, so that's why training also have modified accordingly. If you see, except vSphere topics, here one thing is about etc. is vSAN. So including regular vSphere topics, vSAN and vRealize operations is introduced. These two subjects I have added again. Earlier they were part of separate products. Okay, so we need to buy separately license for vSAN, separately for vROPS. Okay, but now that is introduced in vSphere Foundation itself. So if customer buys vSphere Foundation license, they will get vSAN and also vROPS license for free. Okay, so these two topics are added in vSphere Foundation. This is one of the track. Normally for a new job seekers, I will recommend this course, vSphere, vSAN and VROPS together, vSphere Foundation. And for the people who are already aware of vSphere, who is already working on vSphere, I will recommend VCF. Okay, so I have shared this course content already. Okay, so if you see, there are multiple things added here. Okay, so compared to vSphere, there are a lot of components added here. We will see why they have introduced this product. So most of us already know like why VMware has introduced vSphere compared to traditional physical servers, how the virtual servers will be handled and customers will run their business infrastructure. Before we like when they introduce vCloud Foundation, we need to understand why they have introduced first, so that you can understand what's the motive of this product and what will be expectation from our end by the company. Okay, so like, I already shared some index, so some of people might be already aware of these things. Okay, so here also you see like vSAN and VROPS already. Okay, this is high-end product compared to vSphere Foundation. Okay, so when only people were using vSphere, okay, so customer has to buy physical servers. Okay, compared to traditional days, less number of physical servers. Install ESXi. Just a minute, some people are facing issues. Okay. So customer used to have physical servers install with ESXi. Okay, then create virtual machines here. Okay, so like that. Okay, so here business applications they used to run here. Okay, so the companies like very small companies and medium companies. So how this infrastructure they need to maintain, right? They need to buy their own physical servers. Okay, they need to spend to buy the physical servers. They need to spend for ESXi licensing. Okay, then VMs anyway, like OS and application license, they need to buy. Okay, that is anyway, they cannot skip it. For small and medium companies, even some enterprise level companies, small, medium, and very big companies, they have seen they need to buy hardware here. Once they buy hardware, it will be valid for 3 to 4 years. Again, hardware will be expired. So every 2 3 years, they need to buy more hardware. They need to invest more and more on hardware again. Okay. Then they need to buy ESXi license. They need to have VMware team separately, Windows team separately, storage team separately, network team. Okay, so hardware team, data center space. Same like traditional days. They used to have their own platform here. Okay. But compared to traditional days, it is less hardware. But still, we need data center, licensing, administrators, managing their own hardware. Every 3 4 years, they need to spend again for hardware. That's why cloud computing came into the market with Amazon and Azure and other cloud products came. So what they have done, right? So every small, medium and companies they focused here. Every company will not be able to offer so much money here every time. After 2 3 years, again I need to invest more here, hardware and all. So what they have done in their infrastructure, in their data center, okay, they will have hypervisor. It can be any hypervisor, Citrix, ESXi, Hyper-V, AHV, anything. They will have hypervisor. It's their own platform. Okay. So now here on top of this, we can create our customer own account here. Let's say this is customer 1, customer 2, customer 3. 3, and this they will give access to you to this portal directly. You can access this customer 1 account using a separate URL, web browser. Okay, URL you will get, you will access directly here, and you build whatever the VMs you want here. Okay, you can build the VMs, install your own business applications like this, and customer 2 also same. They will build whatever the number of VMs they want here, and they run their own business applications here. And customer 3 also same like that. They will have their own VMs here. Okay. Now, customer 1, 2 or 3, any customer, they don't need to worry about this hypervisor license. They don't need to worry about this hardware, physical servers, storage, network, nothing. They don't need to worry about any of the. So that's why you should fix your access before the class. Okay. Will not be responsible. Sorry for that. Okay. So these customers, they don't need to worry about the hardware, physical hardware failures, maintenance. Every 2 3 years, they don't need to worry about this hardware. What hypervisor is it running? What hardware it is running? Where it is locating? So they don't need to worry about all these things. All they need to worry about it, they manage their own VMs. Here only we get all the other features they want. So compared to traditional vSphere, they don't need to spend more money as of now. You'll see, like they don't need to take more risk maintaining their own servers, their own licenses, their own teams now. Okay, they don't need to do that. Just create VMs, use how long you want, and then delete if you don't want. Within minutes, you can close your contract also with others. Okay, it's like that. So when this concept came, cloud computing, many small and medium companies went from traditional vSphere to cloud computing. That was booming around 10 years. Last 10 years, cloud computing was booming because of this reason. Okay. So you don't need to worry about underlying infrastructure at all. You just build VMs, run your application. If something fails on ESX, the hypervisors, someone will take care. The company, the cloud hosting company, they will take care of this one, this part. Okay. So you just run your VMs and handle your workload accordingly. Okay. So the small and medium companies sees benefits with this model. Many people moved here, Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, and other clouds also. But the problem is everything they will charge. Like every task, like if you request for a VM power off, here also they will be charging. Anything, any minor task also they will be charging. If you compare managing your own infrastructure versus running on cloud, some small companies may see some benefit. Medium to enterprise level companies, they have noticed they were spending a lot of money compared to their own platform. Okay, very minor benefits when they run on cloud versus when they run on their own infrastructure. It's like, let's say, for your regular use, you need water, right? You dig your own borewell, take your own risk. you purchase the motor, okay, get it installed, you use the water how much you want. Everything is under your control. If something breaks, you need to fix it. Okay, so you don't want to take that risk. You don't want to invest so much money at once. Okay, you don't want to take so much risk every time if something fails. You go for like connection from third party, like we buy it from other sources. How much water you buy, you pay for only that. You don't need to worry about motor failures, motor current bills, whatever it is. You just buy some water, pay for that much only. Like how our water bills or current bills are we are using. Okay. Same like that. So the same model. Okay. So cloud computing versus your on-prem solution. This is what's called on-premises. That means it's your own premises. So here, the cloud companies will offer you security, stating that your information will not be shared to anybody. That's sure, like they will not be sharing, but your information will be in someone else's hands, right? So all your data is in someone else's hand. Okay, so your all the data will be is in someone else's data center. Not sure if they are sure. And also your machine, your virtual machine, and some other customer virtual machines will be running on same hypervisor. Okay, so like that kind of insecure feeling will be there. Okay, someone may see your data. They will not share like the cloud companies like Azure, AWS, and all. They will have security certifications also acquired. They will not share your data, but it's like your data is in someone else premises. Okay, it's like so. Enterprise level companies they moved some VMs to this kind of cloud when they wanted to have some security or availability. Some of VMs they were running on their own vSphere platform. Some VMs moved to cloud. That was called hybrid cloud. Okay, some VMs are on premises, some VMs on cloud. If something problem happens here, still services will run from cloud premises. So that's how they were getting the availability, business application availability. If something happens here, it will be available here. Something happens here, available here. So they used to manage like that. Okay, but it is expensive. Like for huge companies, they will be paying more money to the cloud companies to run their applications in the cloud computing, like Azure, AWS, and all very expensive. Okay, so for huge companies like enterprise level companies, was like compared to maintaining their own infrastructure, it is expensive. They went to cloud for two different reasons. One is for availability, another one is for easy management. Okay, for VM creation, you don't need to worry about your capacity here. You can directly create self-service portal. On the URL, you can directly create VMs, modify, delete. Okay. And that was costing a lot for the enterprise level companies. So that's why what VMware have seen, many companies are going from vSphere to cloud computing. So after some analysis, they created their own cloud product with on-prem with the benefits of cloud computing. They made it name called VMware VCF, VMware Cloud Foundation. Okay, so you get cloud like web URL, cloud like VHS, but everything will be in your premises. If you go to Azure or AWS, whatever the benefits you are looking for and you are going here, those benefits you get it here itself with better security. All your data will be in your building only. Okay, and also if you want to create VMs, modify things, will be everything under your control. Same like cloud portal. That's why enterprise level companies, as of now, medium to enterprise level companies moving back again. Okay, why to spend so much money keeping the data in someone else building? So let's use VCF and build everything. Whatever the benefits you are getting here, you are getting here itself. And you don't need to spend anything etc. Okay, compared to keeping your VMs in cloud and some VMs here. If you use VCF, you get same benefits here and pricing will be less only compared to running both, some on vSphere, some on cloud. If you run everything in VCF, you get same benefits and less cost. It is obviously more expensive compared to just vSphere. Only vSphere తీసుకుంటే దానికంటే కొంచెం కాస్ట్లీగానే ఉంటుంది. బట్ వెన్ యూ కంపేర్ క్లౌడ్ వర్సెస్ క్లౌడ్ ప్లస్ vSphere, ఏదైతే హ్యూజ్ కంపెనీస్ vSphere ప్లస్ క్లౌడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ వెళ్ళారో ఆ కాస్ట్తో కంపేర్ చేసుకుంటే ఇది చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, దట్స్ వై మెనీ కంపెనీస్ ఈస్ బెనిఫిట్స్ విత్ VCF, దే వర్ మూవింగ్ బ్యాక్. Okay, enterprise companies. That's why like many companies are like raising arguments with and all recent days about this feature, what you are doing, like why, like because very drastic change. Many huge companies are already migrating here back. To migrate back, VMware has another product called HCX. This is a product you can migrate workload from anywhere to anywhere. Okay, vSphere to cloud, cloud to vSphere. Okay, anywhere, Hyper-V to VMware, anything like that. Okay, this is a tool. So this tool is already there from very long time, almost more than 9 to 10 years it is available. So using this tool, many people are already converting back to VCF. Okay, so that's why you are also interested to learn this VCF, because when you are looking for a job opportunity or upscale yourself within the organization, so VCF, enterprise level companies will expect VCF knowledge. Okay. So that's why the history of this product, why VCF came into the picture. Okay. Instead of having your VMs on cloud, you can have in on premises using the cloud benefits, cloud like portal and cloud like benefits with more security. Compared to here, you will have more security. Clear? So any questions as of now?
Here.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So as you said, so we are migrating some of the nodes from on-premises to cloud. Let's say example, it's VCF or any another cloud. Are we doing any that kind of activity in this? I mean, classes like
No. This
how we
course,
can migrate the workload, something like that.
no, this course we don't discuss that. It's a separate product,
Okay.
HCA.
Okay.
In this course, we don't discuss that part. Okay.
Okay. I mean, at least we can, I mean, as we know, we have some prerequisites, right? When we are migrating from on-premise to like cloud, we have some
Mhm.
prerequisites or something. Could you please
Mhm.
explain? I mean, maybe later or sometime
That's
you
a
can
separate
give it.
part, like, because migrating
Okay.
workloads across cloud versus on-prem, it is completely outside of this course. But if needed, we
Oh,
can
okay.
discuss outside this class.
Okay. Okay.
If
Thanks.
you need any assistant, I can help you on that. But outside this
Okay.
class,
Thanks.
we will not be covering in this
Okay.
class.
Thanks. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's the history to give you confidence why you need to learn VCF and what is the future of, like, at least, okay, what people are doing in the market. Okay, why we need to learn and why is it. Okay, then we'll see. So if you see, I just prepared like multiple website. I collected some best possible information to understand quickly. Okay, so మనకి ఈజీగా అర్థం అవడానికి మల్టిపుల్ వెబ్సైట్ల నుంచి నేను డేటా తీసుకొని వచ్చాను. It's like VMware website, third party bloggers, to understand quickly the words where we can understand quick. If you just read a VMware website, it will be very high level for you, not for everybody from this group, or because many people are already experienced with vSphere and 3 to 4 years, and I know that some people with some are with 10 years of experience. Inventory, yes, I'll show you, Gopinath, right now. I have a picture also to show you right now. You'll see the difference, the inventory wise. No, it's not exactly same, but same words will be there, like host, storage, network. These kind of names will be there, but the interface is different. Inventory, yes, something similar, but different web interface. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, so for everybody's understanding, I have collected the data from different website and made it like very easy understandable. So right now, like if you see VCF, there are different versions starting from one. Right now, widely used product is 5.0 and 5.2. Okay, and the very latest version in the market recently during August, VMware Explore event, VCF 9 was introduced. Okay, this has a lot of features compared to 5.2, and with VSphere 9, like VCF 9, excuse me, with VCF 9 only many people came to know that this about this product, because during VMware Explore, they have focused this, like Broadcom has focused more about this VCF product. They advertised more. Okay, when you say like, they advertised more about VCF product with VCF 9, but the software and other documentation is not yet released. Just they announced the product. So during August, when during VMware Explore event, they will just announce. After 3-4 months, they release the product. Okay, right now the product is not yet available. If you go to download section, it is not yet available. Documentation, they're just updating it. Okay. Nothing is available as of now except some PPT screenshots where they show high level features. Okay, compared to 5.2, 9 they get more benefits, more features. Okay, that we'll see later once we are done with 5.2. By that time, if we get software is released, then we'll try this one also. Okay, latest is 9. Widely used product is 5.0 and 5.2, and 5.2.1 is also available. And afterwards, directly it is 9. After 5.2.1, directly it is 9 only. Okay, we are focusing on 5.2. If you see, if you read the definition also, it's a flexible private cloud platform, and also you can connect to public cloud as well. So not just maintaining your own VCF here. For some reason, you still have some VMs in Azure or AWS. You can still connect VCF with Azure cloud or AWS cloud. You still can same like vSphere with hybrid cloud how you are having, right. Now you can manage VCF also AWS together at one place. Okay, like that. Earlier also there was a product called AVS, Azure on VMware services. Okay, and also VMware on AWS separately was there. Now this together you can manage from VCF itself. ఇంతకుముందు AVS కి separate గా ఉండేది. Azure plus vSphere separate portal was there. For AWS and VMware separate portal was there. Now the same feature names are different. The same features are available in VCF portal itself. Okay, extensibility to public cloud. You can connect public cloud and also have your own private cloud. When you say private cloud, earlier people were saying just vSphere they used to call private cloud. Nothing but having in your own premises, managing everything yourself. But it was not actually cloud-like feature. If you see vSphere, directly we need to log into vCenter, manage VMs separately, where you see host, VMs all together at one place. You have control on vSphere, all the infrastructure components, okay, like hardware, storage, servers, everything you can manage here. In cloud, you will not have access to this part. If you go to cloud, you will be just managing VMs only. Let's say directly from vSphere, if you go to cloud computing, Azure or AWS, you will be managing VMs only. You will not have access to hypervisors, no access to storage connectivity, no access to network. Okay, it's like you are, with respect to my personal view, you are limiting your work scope when you move from VMware to cloud. Personally, job perspective, professionally, okay, I mean professionally, if you are going as a VMware administrator and you are joining as an Azure administrator, you will have limited scope to work, because here you work with servers, storage connections, networks. You know, everything will be under your control. Here nothing will be under your control, only VMs you will manage. Now that's what it was not cloud, but people say it was private cloud because everything is in your building. Actual private cloud is this one, VCF, because you will have a cloud like portal, web portal, where you can manage VMs, host, storage, public cloud connection, everything. Okay, this VCF is a group of vSphere for server virtualization, vSAN for storage virtualization, NSX for network virtualization, and ARIA suite, which is management license, reporting purpose, alert management, notifications, and all. Okay. It's group of all the products available from VMware. vSphere, vSAN, NSX, ARIA management, everything you will have in your own premises. You use it for your own use and you manage on your own. Okay. So that's it. It's called actual private cloud. You get the benefit of public cloud. Okay. You can integrate completely with your own platform and also public cloud. That's what they say. And if you want to learn this technology, what are the minimum requirements? So you should be knowing vSphere, you should be knowing vSAN, you should be knowing NSX, and you should be knowing some network terminology. Because of NSX, these three things are needed: BGP protocol, layer 2 and layer 3 network. Okay, so if you know all these things, then you can understand VCF very better. But as of now, you know only the first thing, vSphere. Okay, hypervisor means this part. vSphere only you know. You don't know vSAN and you don't know NSX, you don't know ARIA management. Okay. But we will be covering that. That's why I have introduced here some topics about this one. Here we will cover about vSAN. Okay, vSAN terminology, how the architecture, okay, how we work, enabler, we check what are the components involved in it. So we will be covering vSAN here. Okay, even without, if you don't know vSAN, we will be covering here. And here NSX part. So it is very complicated product. If you know only NSX right now in the market, the people are ready to offer you whatever the amount that you ask for, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs. If you offer, people are ready to pay if you know NSX very well. Problem is, product is very huge hit in the market. NSX product is very huge hit. Many people are using it, but administrators are not available. Someone to take care of their NSX product, no one is there. That's why huge demand. And to learn this product is also a bit complicated because it's completely networking. We need to know complete networking level, layer 2, layer 3 networking we should know. Then you go for NSX. Okay, so that takes time. Like pure network administrator can easily understand. Okay, it's like that. So that's the demand. But in this case, in this topic, we are not going to discuss NSXT completely, but we discuss about its deployment and some of the regular work. Whatever the regular work we do on the NSX edges. Okay, some network terminal, network functions we will work with. Okay. So it's not complete thing, only few things which are needed for our VCF part we will. Okay. And area management, yes, we will cover using vRealize Operations Manager. In area suite also there are 3-4 products, out of which mainly used product is area operations. So we will be covering that part. Okay. So you will be already aware of vSphere. We will discuss vSAN, we will discuss partial NSX and area operations. So you will have good confidence on to handle the VCF. Okay. The course overview is like first we will understand VCF. I think most of the information we already discussed. Why VCF? Okay. What are the components involved? And its connectivity. So how we connect with vSphere and also how we connect with public cloud. There will be gateway used for the connectivity. So how that gateway works, how we connect it, we'll see that. How we integrate with vSphere and how we connect with public cloud also. Day zero task means implementation of the product, how we deploy the VCF product. Okay, so how we deploy all these products and post deployment. After deployment, what are the things we can access from VCF portal? It's like our day-to-day work will start from here. So networking, we'll see anyway some basic partial NSX thing. Okay. There are workload domains. It's a very important thing, very common interview or common asked questions in interview. What are the workload domains available in VCF? First question when we are talking about VCF, the interview question will come from here. Okay, that's much important. Okay. It's nothing, you know it already. Okay, we'll go there. We'll go there. Okay. And storage management is mainly vSAN and other storage models like FCI and NFS, which we are already aware of it. Okay. Only vSAN part we will discuss here. Lifecycle management is like upgrading your VCF product from, let's say, 5.2 to upgrade it to 5.2.1, or how to upgrade from 5.2 to 9, how to upgrade it. Okay. In that part, if you are upgrading VCF means you will be upgrading vSphere. Most of us are already aware of vSphere part, like how to upgrade vCenter, ESXi and virtual machines. Then vSAN, it's very simple. NSX part, it will be a bit complicated. And VROPS, that we are aware, we will discuss. It's also a bit simple. Okay. So lifecycle management is nothing but patching and upgrade of VCF product. And troubleshooting, we'll discuss some commonly occurred issues in Cloud Foundation. What are the regularly occurred issues and how to handle it. Advantage for us is learning early right now is many people doesn't know about VCF already. Even people who are using that product, admins like us only already will be handling by learning, by implementing and learning, like without external sources. Just install and learn it like that. Okay, learn on their own. And in that case, they will not be knowing much of the other things. Okay, so if you learn now completely about this product, so we can easily answer our questions during the interview, because they also don't know much. Not all, I'm saying very most of the people doesn't know completely. So learning early is that advantage. They may ask 50% of the subject what we have already learned. So we learn 100%, they will ask 50%. So you can easily answer. That's what my confidence. Okay. If you learn early, that is the advantage. So these are the things we are going to cover in this course. Okay. And the components I want to describe briefly. Okay. The components of vCloud Foundation, vCloud Builder. Okay. It's an virtual appliance. vCloud Builder is a virtual VM, okay, which will automatically deploy everything. There is another component called SDDC, vSphere, vSAN, NSX, ARIA suite, everything. It will automatically install. The process is automated. Deploying the components is automated. Right now, like if you want to set up vSphere, we manually install vCenter, manually install ESXi, manually create virtual machines, NSX cluster we have to manually install, vSAN manually we need to enable. So everything is manual as of now. VROPS manually we need to install VROPS, connect with the vCenter manually. With this cloud builder, everything is automated. Okay. Using cloud builder, first we will build SDDC manager. SDDC manager will automatically build all these components automatically. Okay. This is components will be deployed by VCF automatically. Designed to deploy specific VMware products like this. vCenter, vSAN, NSX, ARIA suite, everything will be automatically installed. And ARIA suite is not mandatory product here. During VCF, ARIA suite is not mandatory. It's an optional subject. That's why we will learn VROPS only. That is very useful. Many people are using. Many people will expect ARIA operations, this part. ARIA suite means operations for log. It was called log inside. And automation. It was called automation product. And VROPS, vRealize automation. This was called vRealize automation. Now it is called ARIA automation. It was called VMware login site. Now it is called ARIA operations logs. ARIA operations for logs. All three were called vRealize suite. In that, vRealize operations are widely used. This product is widely used. You will learn about that. Okay. Any question as of now? Okay, so the very important thing is we need to understand the domains, as I told you during the introduction here, right? This part is very much important. Okay? Directly, the interview questions will come from start from here. Even though this is like somewhere in the middle in the index, people will start the interview questions directly from here because that much important. So domain is nothing but a vSphere suite only. Like you know vCenter, ESXi, virtual machine, DB switch, vSAN, all together, right? Is called pool of vSphere, host, vSAN, NSX together is called a domain. There are two types of domain. One is management domain, another one is workload domain. Okay. So domains are very key part of the VCF, management domain and workload domain. Nothing but management vCenter separately. One vCenter, 4 ESXi host, NSX edges, vSAN all together is called management domain. So here you can see the picture also represent. Okay. So vCloud builder will automatically deploy the SDDC manager. Here you see 4 ESXi machines. Minimum 4 are needed for management. This is called management domain. Minimum 4 ESXi hosts are needed. With 4 ESXi hosts, vSAN is mandatory here. vSAN storage will be used and vCenter NSX manager, 3 NSX edges. It's called NSX cluster. Okay, NSX manager cluster will be there. And SDDC manager. This is very, very important. Every day we log into SDDC manager and work. When you are working with VCF, directly you work with SDDC. Log into SDDC manager. మనం ఇప్పుడైతే like when you are working on vSphere, when you directly working with vSphere, you directly connect to which object? With vSphere. As a VMware administrator, when you are working with vSphere, what is the product that you directly connect?
vCenter.
vCenter. We log into vCenter and work on the host, storage, network, all these VMs and everything like that. When you are working with VCF, you log into SDDC manager. Same way, open web browser, enter the SDDC manager IP address, and you can manage all these things. Host, storage, network, and other components. So SDDC manager, we log into every day and manage. We never log into vCenter directly. If needed, we do that, okay? But normally SDDC manager. SDDC manager is nothing but one VM, like a vCenter, it is also one virtual machine. NSX manager, 3, it is also virtual machine, which will have NSX components, network components. 3 virtual machines will be there for NSX manager clustering purpose. vCenter we know, it's an appliance, it's also a virtual machine. So SDDC one VM, NSX manager 3 VMs, vCenter 1 VM, all like okay, 5 VMs together, and also cloud builder. This is first VM before SDDC manager, cloud builder. We'll discuss every part here. Okay, we'll go to each component individually in detail. First, we need to deploy cloud builder. That will deploy SDDC manager. We go to SDDC manager and deploy all other components. It's like that. Okay. Minimum 4 hosts are needed with vSAN and all other components. All the management stack will be running here. Management domain is nothing but management objects. SDDC manager, cloud builder VM, vCenter, both vCenter VMs and all. So here there will be no customer VMs. దీంట్లో కస్టమర్ బిజినెస్ అప్లికేషన్స్ ఉన్న VMs ఏమి ఉండవు ఈ vCenter. Okay, in management domain, it's nothing but a vCenter. It will have VMs only for the management purpose, like VROPS VM, SDDC manager, NSX manager, vCenter VM. No business applications, only management VMs. Okay, it will be there. It's called management domain, and this management stack will manage the workload domains here. Minimum 3 hosts are needed. You can increase up to 64 or even more. Okay, so this is called workload domain. Here, all the storage models are supported. vSAN, NFS, VMFS, vVols, many other storage models are supported. And here we will have customer actual production VMs. దీంట్లో మాత్రమే business applications ఉన్న VMs run అవుతాయి. vSphere actual vSphere production VMs will be running here. This is another separate vCenter. This is separate vCenter and this is separate vCenter. So that means two separate vCenters. Each vCenter we are calling as one domain. Where our management VMs are there, it's called management domain. Where our production VMs are there, it's called workload domain. And the things which are running in product workload domain will be managed from management domain. SDDC manager login అయ్యి ఈ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అన్నిటిని మనం అక్కడ మేనేజ్ చేస్తాం. Okay. And here you might be interested about Tanzu, right? This is called containers. Parallel technology for vSphere is containers, Kubernetes, right? It's a parallel technology. Instead of using whole VM, they will use a small container and they will run the application. So VMware also has a container product called Tanzu. On a VMware VM, the containers will be running. So if someone is using containers, they also can run. Instead of production VMs here, they can run the container VMs here. So this VCF supports Tanzu workloads as well. User workloads, nothing but horizon view, desktop virtualization. People can have their virtual desktop instead of like production VMs here. Horizon view also can be used. Tanzu also can be used. vSphere also can be used in the workload domain. Okay, that's what they say here. User workloads, Tanzu workloads, or and edge VMs, nothing but that clustering VMs. Clear? That's a workload domain versus management domain. It's nothing but separate vCenter. This is one vCenter and this is one vCenter. Here are the real business applications will be working. Here only the management VMs will be running. Okay. And if you see the architecture, VCF architecture, it supports in two models. One is standard model, where you have a separate hardware, separate vCenter for management domain, and workload domain separately. 3 hosts separately, then VMs, and then will be connected to it. So separate vCenter as of now how we discussed here. This is standard architecture. And you can increase, let's say in these 3 hosts, your VMs are not able to add more. Like you want to create more VMs, this host is not enough. You can add more workload domains. You can add one more workload domain like that. Okay, మన దగ్గర ఎక్కువ VMs ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇంకొక vCenter కూడా క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. We can add one more workload domain, or we can add host to the existing workload domain. That will be our work. How to add one more workload domain, how to add host into the workload domain, how to remove the host from the workload domain. It's like that. Okay. That will be our work, day-to-day work. When customer business is increased, how to add more. So if it is a enterprise level company, this works, standard architecture. If it is a small and medium companies, if they want to use VCF, here they need to buy 4 physical servers only for management purpose. That is too expensive. Okay, management VMs, production VMs same undavi. Only management VMs run avdaniki 4 physical servers purchase here. They need to purchase 4 dedicated physical servers only to run the management VMs. That is too expensive for small companies. Nothing, no business VMs here. Just to manage your business VMs, you need to have one more dedicated. That's expensive. That's why there is another architecture called consolidated architecture. Within single vCenter itself, okay, like using 4 or 5 ESXi hosts, we can have separate resource pools. Okay, separate resource pools. One resource pool, all management VMs will be used. Another resource pool, workload VMs will be used. Okay, it will be managed in via resource pools. Okay, but within the same vCenter. You don't need to buy 2 vCenters. Okay, you don't need to buy more hardware. If it is a small and medium, consolidated architecture will help you. Clear? It's like 2 architectures for enterprise, medium and enterprise level companies, standard architecture. Small and medium companies, depends on budget, consolidated architecture. Using resource pools, we can separate them. Management VM separate, workload VM separate, using resource pools. Okay. What will be our regular work? From the SDDC manager, commission host, like create host, I mean add a new host, decommission the host, remove the host, add host or remove host, workload domains, like deploy this new domain, workload domain, add more domains like that. Okay, from SDDC manager, our work will be like this. Add more domains, extend clusters. Okay, if you want to create an extra cluster, you can create separate cluster. Okay, like here. Networking, create network pools, separate. Like one, we are managing as of now using port groups. Here we'll use network pools, separate network pool for separate networks. Licensing, we realize suite, everything can be managed from SDDC manager. Just now I told, right, when you are a VCF administrator, you will log into SDDC manager and manage the object. Okay, this is other thing. When you log into SDDC manager, you manage all these things. We realize operations manager and network pools, storage, host, everything we manage from this page. Okay, including backup and restore, password management, certificate management, everything we do it from the SDDC manager. This will be our regular work. Whatever we have list, your tasks can be done from SDDC manager. Those will be our regular work. These are the capabilities of SDDC manager. Okay, license, storage, host, network, VROPs, backup, passwords, okay, everything we manage from one web page itself. Okay, that web page looks like here. Okay, when you log into SDDC manager, it will be like this. Okay, SDDC manager web page will be like this. Here itself you can see workload, how many workload domains, management domains, okay, are available. Host. Solution is nothing but connecting to the Azure or AWS public clouds, okay, or any other cloud. Licensing, SSO. Same like vCenter, we log into SDDC manager and work with these components here. I wanted to create a live lab for this explanation. That will be done in the during actual classes. In demo, just only I took the screenshot. Okay, for demo. These are the capabilities that can be managed from the SDDC manager, okay, like as a VCF administrator. If you want to more domains or more add hosts into existing domains, here we can see the tabs. We'll go through each tab separately in detail during the actual subject. Okay, this is the overview of the SDDC manager. Here you can see quick tour, right? This will help you what object will help you to do what, okay? Just like a initial tour. Okay, so this will be another regular day-to-day work. You can see this will be our regular work, managing the certificates, passwords, capacity and system. Nothing but add host or add domains. Okay, troubleshooting if there is any problem, fix it, and lifecycle management, patching and upgrade. This will be our day-to-day work and high level, and these are the low-level tasks. That means in depth with clear details. Okay, that's overall brief. Like I was a bit fast because people were already aware of vSphere, so you can understand quickly. Okay, so as it is demo, I want to cover overview of all the features, all the components. I just gone a little fast. If someone filling it fast during actual topic, it will be slow. We'll go in depth about each line again. Okay, I mean each topic in depth, and also labs we will be ready when we start and go to day zero task. Labs should be ready. Okay. So if you anyone has any questions, let me know.
When it comes to licensing part, I mean, let's say example, when we are trying to deploy the VCF. Can I take
Mhm.
only one licensing for that, or do we need to take like different? We have a different components like NSX separate, vSAN separately, or we realize something like. So do we need to
No,
get separating licensing?
yeah, good question. It's a single license, but there are different models, uh, different
Okay,
subscription models. Okay, but single license for everything. You don't need to have separate license for NSX, vSAN separately. It's one single VCF license.
okay. Okay. I mean, why I'm asking because like some of the organizations using maybe like other networking switches or other storage switches. Let's say example, I want to take a VCF, but I don't want to use like vSAN. I mean, maybe
Mhm.
some of the people using different storage, right? I mean, they
Yeah.
have already invested something on that. So that's why.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why these models are compatible. You can see here VMFS, nothing but FC and ISC, NFS.
o- okay,
These are all existing vWalls, VMware vWalls. Everything is supported. Same like a traditional vSphere, everything is supported.
okay, okay,
vSAN is for like small companies without having a traditional converged infrastructure.
okay. Thanks.
Okay. So if anyone has any question, just contact me after this class.